What's going on, Sports Wars? This is Ryan with the RK Outpost and GeeksandGamers.com, and we just had an important game maybe in determining overall number one seeds in the upcoming NCAA tournament. Now, we have a long way to go. A lot of teams can still lose, and we do have conference championships, conference tournaments to get through before we get to the big dance. However, the Baylor Bears, number one in the country for the past 5 straight weeks, just lost at home to a number 3 Kansas team. Now, if you've been following college basketball, you know that Kansas's only conference loss was earlier this year to the Baylor Bears. So they were able to kind of return that favor. 2 very evenly matched teams. Now, they only won by 3. It wasn't that close of a game. Baylor kind of kept it within hand's reach at the end, just by fouls and things like that. But I would say for the most part, Kansas had control of this game. But one thing it is going to do is it's going to change the top 25. Now, if we go and look at the top 25 right now, you'll see that both in the coaches poll and in the AP poll, it goes Baylor, Gonzaga, Kansas, and San Diego State, a undefeated San Diego State team, the only one left in the country. But with the number 3 team beating that number 1 team, and Gonzaga playing a BYU team at BYU, Gonzaga is not a guaranteed win. However, we assume that they win that game tonight. It's going to be tough. Or do you move Gonzaga down even though they beat a ranked team on the road? It's going to be interesting. If it were me, I would put Kansas at 1, Baylor at 2, Gonzaga at 3, and San Diego State would remain at number 4. But it's important because when you look at the bracketology, the projected brackets, you obviously want to be as close as possible to your home when you go because you want your fans to show up and show out. Now, Kansas, not going to have your problems with fans traveling, I don't think. But if you're a team like Gonzaga or if you're a team like San Diego State, that's very important to you, obviously. So right now, before this game, the projection would be Baylor in Houston, in Texas, the Midwest, Kansas. The West would have been Gonzaga, and traveling all the way east to New York would have been San Diego State. Other side of the country completely. Not a desirable outcome for them. But I'm sure Gonzaga would not like to go down south because that's an extra 1,000, 1,500 miles, something like that. So if everything holds up, you guys can barely see Gonzaga. There you go. You can see the West LA right there. If everything holds up, it's going to be interesting. I think that most people would say these are the teams that do deserve those number 1 overall seeds. Baylor and Kansas likely going to meet for a 3rd time in the Big 12 championship. A weird year for college basketball. You have the potential of having 2 Big 12 teams get 1 seeds, and then 2 minor conferences. Not your Power 5 conferences. You don't have a Big 10 1 seed. You don't have an ACC 1 seed at this point in time, unless Duke continues and wins out and somebody else stumbles. It's just going to be tough to tell. But March Madness is great because you never know what's going to happen. It's this artificially created excitement, games ending over and over again, especially in that first round that gets so many people hyped for those first couple weekends. But let me know what you think about this in the comments below. What do you think the top 4 rankings should be? Like I said, I think Kansas, Baylor, Gonzaga, and then San Diego State. But we will see what the coaches and what the AP feels. Make sure to subscribe to Sports Wars, smash the like button, share this video out there, ring the bell for notifications, and I'll talk to you guys later.